What's going on, everyone? This is Grease Eagle, and welcome to Grease Eagle Gaming. And this is my first video. Um, just something, trying something new in my life, trying to get a new hobby and see what I can do here and see if I can make it on YouTube. I'm not expecting anything, but if you are watching this and going to stick around or subscribe and leave a comment, then I really appreciate it, and I'll take any comments and any help that can be, because I have no idea what I'm doing here. But so we're gonna start a new playthrough on Elden Ring. I have played this game a lot. I've already beaten the new DLC, and I've probably got about 300 hours into the game right now. And what this playthrough is, it's gonna be finishing up my achievements. I have 2 achievements left in the game, and afterwards I will have 100%ed. So what is this playthrough gonna be? Well, I only have one ending left to get, and that's a Frenzied Flame ending. Just never really fully went through with it. And I also have to get all the legendary armaments. The first couple of times I played it, I would get everything except the last one that you get time gated out of after you go to the Ashen Capital. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get that one and finish that up. But with getting the Frenzy Flamed ending, I decided I wanted to try something a little bit new. I usually go like a Strength Dexterity or a Dexterity Arcane build, but I want to try doing a Strength Faith build and actually kind of fit into the role of the Frenzy. So with that being said, I feel like I want to try and do a Crucible Knight, like a Frenzied Crucible Knight build. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go and get all of the Crucible Knight stuff, which won't come till later in the game, and I'll just build up towards it as we go. But I want to be able to use their incantations, get their armor, get their weapons, get their shields. Just do everything I can to try to fully fit into that. Now, I do know at the end of the game, like, you're not going to have that many options as far as holy damage or faith builds. Usually aren't that great in game because you have to go against Radagon and the Elden Beast and all of that, and they already have that. They are faith themselves, so you tend to lose damage out on there. But I'm going to try what I can. Never used a faith build before, played around with it a little bit, and it does seem like it'd be fun to do. So we'll go ahead and get started. Alrighty. So I am thinking if I'm gonna do a faith build, we might as well go. Prophet is a good choice. It starts out with the highest faith, and I've already kind of got a list here of what I want to do. And all of the Crucible Knight incantations are typically around the 24-ish faith build. So I think I'm gonna go up to 27 just to be able to use a few pieces of armor, or not armor, but so I can use some weapons that I've been meaning to try. Obviously, we're going to be a strength build, so we're going to max out strength as much as we can and probably get around 15 to 18 dex, just so I can wield some of the weapons. I think starting weapon's going to be the Golden Halberd from the Tree Sentinel that's right in front as soon as you get out into the main world. But looking at this, Confessor is a good choice. 12 strength, 12 dex, 14 faith. Intelligence I don't care about because I'm never been a big fan of magic, even though I know it has been the easiest way to run Elden Ring. I just never enjoyed it. Arcane, I used to do arcane builds, so I know the full extent of that, along with item discovery. I just don't think that we're going to really be messing with that too much today, or this playthrough. And yeah, I do think we're going to go ahead and try to do Confessor. We'll go ahead and name ourselves Grease Eagle. Yeah. We'll go ahead. And as we do this playthrough, especially this first video, I'll kind of go in depth about myself, who I am, what I do, what I have done, kind of where I want this channel to go. And we'll just see how it goes. Like I said, I'm very new to this. This is literally my first video I've ever tried to do. So I don't know, and if anyone is watching this or does come across this and wants to watch it, or I'll try to do some shorts and stuff like that, but I want the feedback. I want to know how I can do better, what I can do, what I can add, things I can change. I just want to give everyone the best chance at being able to see my videos and see my channel, but also just wanting people to enjoy it. I'm not claiming to be any good at Elden Ring. I'm not any good at games in general. I feel like I'm decent. I do like to play harder games. I play obviously a lot of Elden Ring. I play Escape from Tarkov. Any Dark Souls games I really enjoy. So I enjoy doing those kind of harder games that want to challenge you and challenge your ability and skill. So I'll definitely be doing a lot of that. But also I probably be doing a lot of playthroughs with my wife. She does have her own channel, which is Whitby. If you want to go check her out, she's doing a playthrough right now on Sims. And then we're about to start a playthrough on her channel through Minecraft, just doing whatever kind of comes into our mind. But if you want to check her out, feel free. I'll definitely drop her name below so you can go and check her out. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. Now, I'm kind of torn because as well in this playthrough, I don't want to use spirit summons. I don't want to use summons in general. I kind of want to do this by myself. So maybe either the Golden Seed or the Stone Sword Key, but I think we're going to go ahead and go Golden Seed just to have that extra flask. And I don't really care about that. You will find out the more you watch me that I hate character creation, so I kind of just stick to basics. I already have one pre-made. Yeah, we'll, oh. There we go. Alright. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get started with this, and we'll see how it goes. Like I said, it's been a while since I played Elden Ring last. I'm not the best at it. I feel like I'm decent, but in this playthrough, we're going to try to go for every boss. I might miss some, and if I do miss some items or some spells or incantations that could help me, then I would like if you could just drop a comment, tell me what I missed. If I missed a boss or missed a dungeon, I'm not going to do any lookup walkthroughs or anything like that. I'm going to try not to at least, but if you can, just leave a comment and we'll see how it goes. We'll go ahead and skip this. Alright, well, here we are. I am playing on PC right now, and if anyone cares, I can't drop my specs down below, but it's nothing crazy. Might have some performance issues, but we'll see how it goes. Alright. I'm going to try to beat this boss, the Scion, but I'm not making any promises. Yep, I'm definitely not gonna be good at this. Yep. All right. Well, I tried. All right. We'll just run through here, kill all these enemies. Nothing crazy. I'm sure that if you're watching this, you've either seen Elden Ring playthroughs before, and if not, then I hope whatever I do can kind of give you some ideas on if you want to play this game or not. I definitely recommend it. I enjoy this game. I feel like this is the best Souls-like to get into at first if you're a new player. It's just being open world, and you can kind of pick and choose your own bosses, how you want to play. I feel like it's definitely the most forgiving Souls game. I don't have any mods installed because obviously I want to go ahead and 100% this game. So we'll see what we can do. And I will be playing the DLC at some point. I don't know if it's going to be right after I defeat Moog, but we'll definitely see. The first time I played the DLC, I believe I was already around level 160 or 170. I'd already beaten the full game. And I feel like there's a bunch of faith-based weapons that they introduced into this game. So, or at least with the DLC they introduced a bunch. So we'll definitely take a look at that and see what we can do. I think starting weapon, we're going to go ahead and try to kill kill the tree sentinel right as soon as we get out into Limgrave. Go ahead and get his halberd. As far as going strength faith, that's the first good strength faith weapon that I can think of, and we'll just play it by ear. Maybe we'll go dual wield halberds. We'll go defeat the Dragonkin and get his over in not Noxtella, but the the Sophria River. Is that right? Yeah. So we'll just play around and see what we can do. All right. Yep, we're gonna go straight for the tree sentinel. I am going to try to do as many side quests as possible. White Mask, I'll try to do Sorcerer Selin, even though it doesn't really matter for me. Alright. Yep, we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I am going to try to do every boss, try to get as many of the weapons as I can, even though I probably won't use the majority of them, but I definitely want to try. Like I said, not claiming to be a good player. Yeah, it's been a while since I played too, so I'll get better as time goes on, and I kind of remember what I need to be doing. Let's see, about how I play. It's going to be hard for me to learn to remember to use my incantations, because I've always kind of never really messed around with them, other than like Howl of Shabribri and a couple of other small like damage boosts, Bestial Vitality, stuff like that. Stuck on every rock. Alright. And I'm gonna try to be better about speaking. I'm a pretty quiet person. I consider myself an introvert by nature, so there are gonna definitely be times where I just go quiet while I'm trying to focus. And obviously when I'm talking, it's probably gonna play a little worse on this playthrough than I usually do, just because I'm having to focus on conversation and talking and trying to keep engagement. So you'll have to forgive me if I do forget to speak some, or if I go quiet, and definitely be trying to work on that. Also going to be using this channel as kind of a way to better myself. I feel like I could definitely be better about talking, speaking to people, and feel like I want to try to use this to help myself. Yep, this is going to be a fun playthrough. Oh, yeah. Alright, well, I guess since this is probably going to take a while, considering I've gotten killed a couple of times by this guy already, we're just going to go ahead and kind of talk about who I am. So, my name's Tyler. Like I said, I'm 29 years old. I am an Air Force veteran. I was in the Air Force for 6 years. In the Air Force, my job title was Aircraft Armament Systems. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're getting it. We'll pick it back up as we go. So yeah, in the Air Force, my job was Aircraft Armament Systems, my AFSC or MOS if you were in the Army, or pretty sure the majority of any other branches. But I was a 2 Whiskey 1. I always like to joke that we have trouble pronouncing anything with more than 2 syllables, so we just call ourselves weapons. And as a weapons troop, my entire job was loading all the bombs and missiles and armament onto Jets, for me, it was the F-15E Strike Eagle, which is why my name, my gamer tag, and every name I'm going to go by is Grease Eagle, because Grease Monkeys work on cars. Well, I worked on jets. I worked on the Strike Eagle, so I'm a Grease Eagle. But I really enjoyed it. I did deploy one time for 6 months in the Middle East. Um, just kind of, I was planning on making it a career, but you know, things change. The world works, the Lord works in mysterious ways, and He brought me my wife 4 years ago. We met on a dating app and kind of just took off from there. We've been married for a little over a year now, and just enjoying life. And like I said, she decided to start streaming and getting into gaming, so I felt like I've always wanted to do it. I just kind of talked myself out of it, like that I wasn't good enough or that I don't have a personality for this type of stuff. But I figured I'd give it a try. If she was willing to try it, I would too.
I can see it, and I can also that you're not.
But yeah, I was in the Air Force for 6 years, made a lot of good friends. I'm gonna try to keep this family friendly, but sometimes my mouth gets the better of me, so I will go ahead and apologize. And if that happens, I'll try my best to cut it out. And if not, then I do apologize. I do have an associate's in military applied science, which is just an associate's of applied science. And right now, I am currently working as a lead test technician at a company. Uh, Basically, I test all of the products that we put out in our factory and kind of just do all the troubleshooting and wire work. Eventually, I do plan on going back to get my bachelor's. I want to do either mechanical or electrical engineering. But for that to happen, I'll have to really take some time to dedicate to that. So if I do ever decide to do that, I'll probably have to either stop YouTube, stop uploading, or at least cut it back significantly. But I would definitely make sure everyone who is a subscriber or who watches my videos will definitely know that before that happens. All right.
The crafting essential. The kit costs but the import.
So I think at first we're probably going to go ahead, try to bump up strength to 20 so that we can dual wield the halberd and still get that 30. And we can go ahead and bump up our dexterity to 14. We'll just try to use this as soon as possible. Alright, we'll go ahead and buy the crafting kit. And what do we have here? Holy water, glowstone. Alright, so we'll get this one and this one. I don't really use the glowstone a whole lot, or the cured meat. I try not to use consumables if I can avoid it. We will go ahead and buy all these cracked pots, and might as well. I was going to try to save some of my runes to level up, but we'll be alright. I don't know. I kind of have an idea of what I want to do for this playthrough. I kind of want to lean into the lore a little bit with doing the Frenzied Flame ending. But I don't know. I mean, things can change. I can always change it up and do something else. So if anyone has any suggestions on what I could be doing better, what I should try, just give me a heads up. And I will definitely I'll definitely listen and read to your comments and try to reply as best I can. I have played Elden Ring a lot. I've gotten every other ending besides the Frenzied Flame. It was mainly because like I said, I just didn't have a faith build. I didn't feel like it was necessary. But I am pretty close to 100%ing the game. I want to go ahead and do that while I've got the chance. Yeah, I deserve that one. I will say, if anyone does end up watching this video for the first one, and I know it's probably going to be a little rough to watch. I'm not going to kid myself and think it's going to be great right out the bat. But if you have any feedback, comments, I'll definitely get back to you as soon as I possibly can. But also, like, if there's just anything that you want to talk about, I'm definitely want to be the type of channel that tries to do a lot of viewer engagement and talking and just trying to help people out as much as I can. I feel like I've been pretty blessed in my life and that I've got a lot of a lot of experience with my military experience, and I feel like there's a lot of things I can help talk about. All right, dog. I swear, dogs are one of my least favorite enemies in the game. I cannot stand the dogs in this game. And if I've been talking too much, please let me know that as well if you just want to watch the gameplay, but I'm trying to just find a good balance. Alright, let's go ahead and try to get this guy out. He's always been a pain at the beginning of the game. I remember I used to never be able to kill this guy, so we'll try our best. If I can get some of his armor or anything, that would be great. Man, this guy's a pain. Alright. Come on. They try to make it seem like they're the best at a certain game, and I mean there definitely are people. I've watched a couple of deathless runs, and it's amazing how these people can do it, but that is just not me. I am a man of many mistakes. Been trying to think about what incantations I want to run. I definitely feel like heal for whenever we run into Lernia and have to deal with a bunch of the scions, or I can't remember what they're called. We'll definitely have heal on that. Bestial Vitality, Howl of Shabriri, and I don't know what else after that. Obviously all the Crucible Knight incantations, the shield charge, the tail swipe, and the breath, but other than that, I don't know exactly what I want to do. We're gonna kind of play it by ear on this playthrough, and it's not gonna be just purely Elden Ring that I upload right away. I think I'm gonna switch it up. Like I know Escape from Tarkov's having a wipe, so whenever that happens, I'll probably go ahead and try to play that a little bit. Play with some of my friends and see what we can do. We're gonna try to go for Kappa on the next wipe. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. And like I said, at first this is kind of just a test the waters, see if I get a lot of views or if people are interested in this kind of content, if this is something that people want to see, just a normal guy trying to play it. And I'm not sure. That's the reason I'm starting this channel. I'm not expecting anything huge or anything like that, but we'll see what happens. Alright. There we go. I'd like to get that brass shield if I can. this is all cleared out, so I'll go ahead and grab these items. I might use the sword that's right here for a little while just to see what we can do with it. I'll probably end up cutting a lot of this out just as I run around and kind of do the boring things. And when we get into dungeons or boss fights or anything that kind of happens crazily, we'll see how it goes. And I'll try to include as much as I can. A lot of me talking, trying to explain who I am, what I want to do, that kind of stuff.
Are maidenless. I can play the role of maiden, turning runes into strength to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring.
I thought you could skip this conversation.
You need only take me with you to the foot of the Erd Tree. Then it's settled. Summon me by grace to turn runes into strength.
Maybe eventually, if I feel like I'm getting good enough, I'll try to do a level 1 run only, or
To use this ring.
I'm never going to be able to do a deathless run or a no-hit run, I'm pretty sure, but... Alright, got Torrent.
Treat him with
Go ahead and add a charge to the flask. We'll level up a little bit.
Let my hand share them with me.
So yeah, I definitely know strength we're going to get to... We're going to try to get a base 30 for now.
You would follow.
Then we'll look into probably upgrading that the most out of anything else, just because I feel like strength builds don't get a lot of love in the late game. Early game they're great, but I kind of want to just do the big bonk. Dexterity we're not going to really touch. We're going to get it up to 15 to 18 depending on what weapons we find or what we want to use. Intelligence we're not going to touch. Arcane we're probably not going to touch because other than the item discovery, I just don't feel like it's going to be that useful in this playthrough. So mainly we're going to focus on faith and strength. Faith I'm probably going to get up to 27 just to be able to use all the Crucible incantations. So we're mainly going to be focusing into strength. And then obviously Vigor we're going to get it up to 40 probably. Mind, maybe we'll get it up to about 100 FP. And Endurance, we're going to bump up a good bit because a lot of these weapons I'm going to be using are heavy. I kind of want to use some of the heavier armor. So we'll probably get that up to I'm going to ballpark it around 40, but for now we're just going to purely focus into strength. Get that to level 20 so we can go ahead and be able to use the halberd. And I believe the faith that we just need to get it up to 16. We'll see. 14, okay. Or sorry, not faith, dexterity will get up to 14 just to be able to use this for now. Early game I feel like this is a amazing weapon. And eventually I'll probably will dual wield it with the Dragonkin's halberd that we get whenever we go to the Sophia River. I believe that's what it's called. If not, then just let me know. And that'll be kind of early game build. Late game, definitely want to be using some of the Crucible Knight weapons. The tree spear, or not the tree spear, the Crucible Knight spear. And then we'll get into the DLC. We'll kind of go up against some of those Crucible Knights as well. I know that one of them has a hammer that I definitely want to give it a try. Yeah, all right.
You were just thank you. I was pushing. I ended up. When they so this is all I hope. Or I couldn't then.
Alrighty. Let's just go get some runes for now. Oh, yeah, I need to switch that. It will be clunky for a while till I get back into the feeling of the game, and so it's going to be a little hard to watch at some points, I'm sure, and you'll have to forgive me for that, but I'm going to do what I can. Like I said, dogs are my least favorite enemy in the game. Alright. First real boss, we'll see how she goes. Not great. Yep. Oh, this is gonna be a embarrassing run for me, but I'm gonna show y'all everything. All right. All right. And just run through this one real fast. Like I said, I'm not planning on using any spirit summons on this one. I'm going to try to do everything just purely by myself. How that goes, I'm not sure, but we'll see. we go. All right. Yep, I deserved that one. All right. Stick to the booty. Not too bad. Go ahead and level up, and then we'll probably go ahead and call the video for today. Get that to 14, and we'll just go ahead and start bumping up strength. So all we got to do is get strength up to 20, and we'll be able to start using the golden halberd. After that, we'll just play it by ear, try to beat all the bosses, and keep going. But if y'all are here and you did manage to stay to the end of the video, I really appreciate it. It's my first video of my YouTube channel, and this is my first video I've ever tried to record, so I'm sorry if it came off as a little rough. I will do everything I can to work on it, but everyone has to start somewhere, right? Okay, well, I appreciate y'all staying and watching. If there's anything you want to know or any tips or comments you want to leave, please do, and I'll reply to them as much as I possibly can. Until next time, though, I hope that y'all have a good one. Bye.